again on One on One. It's great to have you with us. My name is Titilayo Onyiso, and as always, with One on One, we have really interesting conversations, and we're about to have another one today. Just before I begin with our conversation, I would love to give you some insight into something we've been working on. You probably wondered why I've been away for so long. It's just to say that I've been working on a TV podcast called Women's Wealth. Now, Women's Wealth has been on my mind for quite a bit, and this is because we've been doing what we can to encourage women to take more control of their financial futures. And let's see if I can get the QR code up on the screen. Yeah, if you're wondering exactly what I'm talking about, you need to go and check it out. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now and go and watch some of our past episodes. Women's Wealth is basically us exploring different strategies when it comes to personal finance, tips, and real stories from real women who have done everything possible to take control of their financial futures. A big shout out to our friends at CM Trading, an international trusted financial broker. And they have come on board with us and supported us for quite a bit now. And they're making sure that the message gets out there the right way. It's about time for us to take our one on one conversation for today. And we're going to have one of those conversations that I know the ladies are going to love. Yeah, we don't always get to talk about things that are sometimes considered girly things or very, very elegant or uh, hmm, beautiful. They're all those words that come with opulence, words that come with beauty and fashion, bridals. The bridal industry has been long celebrated for its elegance, for its opulence, but it's been undergoing a transformative shift towards sustainability. Now, couples are a lot more conscious of their environment. They're a lot more conscious of the environmental footprint. Bridal designers and businesses are rising to the challenge. And on one today, we decided to have this conversation. We're exploring the concept of sustainable elegance in the bridal industry and how it's reshaping the way we approach weddings with Timeless Tulle. Now, they are proud to announce the launch of their innovative concept in bridal luxury, redefining the way brides and wedding enthusiasts sort of perceive fashion, sustainability, and elegance. Micheala is here with us today. She is the founder of Timeless Tulle. She is highly passionate and she's a creative fashion designer with a really great commitment to various aspects of the art. She has an extensive background in the fashion industry, encompassing a proven track record when it comes to fine arts, fashion, and graphic design. I can't wait for this conversation to begin. Help me welcome Micheala. Hi, Micheala.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me on today.
All right. So, first of all, that name, Timeless Tulle, it's such a beautiful name. You need to let us in into how that all began. Where did Timeless Tulle start, and what was the whole mindset behind it?
Timeless Tool started in July this year by myself and my co-founders, Karen and Arian, who are based in the US and in London. We started Timeless Tool to combine our expertise and passion for sustainability, affordability, and our love for love stories. Karen and Arian, who are both married, took their experience from their own weddings and found that weddings came with such a huge cost, and wedding dresses just don't need to be one of those costs. As one of the co founders and as someone who hasn't been married but has been part of retinues and bridal parties, I've seen the stress that brides go through when it comes to making wedding dresses, and this should not be the experience building up to such an important day. We wanted to give brides a seamless and exciting experience when wedding dress shopping, and one that doesn't entail long lead times for a dress to be made. We also understand the sentimental value of what a wedding dress holds to a bride. And we
Mm.
wanted to give wedding dresses a new life and give brides to be the opportunity to buy a luxury wedding dress at an
Mm.
affordable price while allowing the original owner of the dress to make back some of their money that they spent.
Okay, now you've touched on something. The original owner of the dress. Okay, so I think we're getting to the more important questions already. Timeless tulle. When I hear timeless, I think, what's I think of what's that term? It's not retro, they call it. What is the term they use for outfits that have come from a while ago? What do they call vintage?
Vintage. Yeah.
Vintage. Yes, that's the term I was looking for. Vintage dresses. Do you sort of um, enhance vintage dresses? Is that what timeless tulle is all about?
So I think the word vintage resonates with something that is old. And historically, it's got like an aging meaning to it. So when we take in dresses, we try to make sure that the dresses are quite modern, that they are relevant to what our consumers looking for. We take into account what the South African market is looking for, um, current trends. So I wouldn't really call it a vintage dress,
Okay.
but definitely a pre-loved or a repurposed dress.
Okay, repurposing. Beautiful. Because I've been trying to find some purpose for that dress in my the back of my wardrobe for a long time. It's still in it's still in perfect condition. All the stones and everything are still in place. The everything is
As
still looking
most
great.
dresses are.
I don't know if I can still fit into it though, but I know that it still looks great. And I've been looking for basically what to do next with it. I have two daughters though, and I'm thinking, eh, I'll let them see it and try it on, but whether they want to wear it or not, I don't know. Um, you need to explain how you're able to sort of collect these upcycled wedding dresses and how easy has it been?
So we've had a very good response from sellers, people that are looking to sell their dress because, like you know, they have this dress. It sits in their cupboard for years. It collects dust, sits in the dark, and it has no purpose really. So from that end, we've had a really, really good response of brides wanting to recoup some of their money, and give their dress a new life. We have only recently started with our consultations, and we've had such a nice response to that as well. Brides coming in have just expressed how expensive dresses are. I've heard some like horror stories about brides that have gone to other wedding dress shops, and it's just like they don't have a one-on-one space to try on their dresses or have a proper consultation. So I think from that angle they really appreciate like a small boutique space where they're not overwhelmed by hundreds and thousands of dresses. They have a concise collection that they can look through. And I think the fact that they also are doing something good for the environment and giving a dress a new life, saving money, I think that really benefits them as well.
So I think we should talk sustainability now
Okay.
because this business model does seem like one that yes could be considered sustainable, but then with when it comes to time and designs of dresses, the way dress designs are changing over the decades, how do you plan to make sure that the dresses that you are essentially upcycling, how are they going to resonate with standards of this year and the next 2 3 years?
So just to touch on that quickly, when we get dresses from brides, that want to sell their dresses, we do try and make sure that they are aligned with what our consumer is looking for and what is trending. So, there have been some dresses that are very outdated and very vintage, as you would say. And those dresses we politely decline. Although, it's very hard to say no to a dress because you could get a client that comes in and wants something that is a little bit more, like antique looking in a way. So I think from that side, we do try and make sure that our dresses are modern, that they are relevant on trend at the moment. In terms of quality. We do quality inspections, which I will touch on our process a bit later, but we make sure that every dress that comes in has been inspected and that it's sellable and in good condition.
Mm, mm. I'm trying to find what's the website? What's the website for Timeless Tulle?
So we don't have a website just
Okay.
yet, but you
Okay.
can find us on Instagram at timeless tulle underscore,
Okay.
um,
Timeless underscore. Okay,
tulle
got you.
underscore, and
Hmm.
then on Facebook at timeless tulle official.
Okay, I'm going. It's a double LE, yes?
Yes, correct.
So I'm trying to get my fix of beautiful wedding dresses in before I get back to other boring topics that I might be discussing later on. Because looking at these beautiful dresses just seems like something I would love to, just love to do all the time. I feel like you have the opportunity to do something so special every single day. Um, how do you get over the fact that you're making people look beautiful every single time they come in? And then,
I think I lost you there. But on that note, it is a really, really special distraction from my normal day job, which is also in design. And yeah, it's a good distraction to like take my mind off this structure and see people so excited and happy. Um, yeah, just to prepare them for their wedding day. And if you are looking for a wedding dress or you want to sell your wedding dress, it's a really good idea to consider repurposed or secondhand dresses. And what else can we discuss? um, I think also in terms of the sustainability aspect of it, um, fashion is a very tough industry on our environment. It puts a lot of strain on energy, excess water, machinery that are all used to manufacture clothing, puts a huge, huge strain on our environment. And doing something repurposed it's really good for the environment. So,
okay. All right. I think I lost you for a second there, but I'm glad
actually,
to be back.
okay, I was
Back.
just saying that it is a really nice distraction from my other jobs that I have. So I do freelance work, and it's nice to like just distract myself and make someone's day, and like see how happy people are wearing their wedding dress.
Mm, mm. So size wise, do you have challenges with that? What are the sizes that you're able to get mostly?
So we have had a few challenges on sizing so far, just because notoriously brides lose so much weight, like to get into that tiny little wedding dress. So our dresses do run quite small at the
Mm,
moment, but we are seeking like a bigger range of dresses, probably from a size 12 and up, just so that
mm,
we can accommodate more. It is sometimes quite disheartening because a bride will come in and they will love a style, but it will be too small for them, which is the one downfall of buying repurposed dresses.
mm,
But what is nice is that a dress that is too big can very, very easily be taken in.
mm. I'm seeing quite a lot of beautiful pieces here. I'm seeing some really beautiful photography as well. Do you have like s- a whole group of tailors who have been, specially, assigned to making these dresses look great, or do you just dry clean them essentially? What sort of workforce are you working with at Timeless
So
Tulle?
we don't do alterations ourselves, but we have very highly recommended seamstresses who specialize in wedding dresses that we can refer our customers to. In terms of dry cleaning, it's kind of the same process. So when we get our dresses from our sellers, they generally come dry cleaned. But if someone wants it dry cleaned just before their wedding day, obviously because it has been tried on by other people, we also have really good recommended dry cleaners.
Fantastic. What's the process like? What's the timeline process like? So, for instance, from when you come into the store and finally find a dress you love, how long does it take before you are able to say, okay, this is my dress and I can take it home?
So I think that's what's nice with buying off the rack dresses is that, generally when people have a dress made, lead times are so long. Most often dresses are being imported from overseas. It takes a while for them to come here. You go through countless fittings, and it really is a lengthy process. Whereas with Timeless Tulle, they are off the rack dresses. So a customer can come in, they can try on a dress. If it fits them, they can take it home that day. Um, if not, we do offer like an EFT, so they can reserve the dress at their fitting, and then once the payment has been made, we can then deliver the dress to them. So in terms of that, it's quite a short lead time. Also, I think that's what's nice about buying an off the rack dress is so that if there is something that needs to be taken up, a hem or like the shoulders need to be altered, there is enough time for that.
Okay, fantastic. So, in the end, the feedback. What has the feedback been like from others in the bridal community? Because it is a $1 billion industry, and it does feel like you're taking a slice of their cake here. Talk to us about what other bridal dressmakers have, how they've responded to you, and what you're offering.
So in terms of the bridal stores, we haven't really had much of a reaction from them. I think secondhand rentals are becoming quite a prominent thing in the fashion industry worldwide. But we've had a really, really good response from our brides and our community, and it's also shaped the way that we've changed our business along the way. Um, and like you mentioned, they have these dresses that they spent an absolute fortune on, and it sits in their cupboard for years and has no purpose. So for them it's just a way of like recouping some of those costs,
Mm.
making some money back and giving their dress another purpose.
And that is so important, so important. So now I guess what I need to ask about is how much does it cost on an average? Is it really a lot more affordable or just a bit? Because it does feel like it's quite a bit of a process getting these dresses ready, so that they can be used and enjoyed by someone else. In terms of percentages, maybe let's talk percentages. How much more affordable actually is it to pick up a Timeless Tulle dress as opposed to going to another rental store?
So a lot of our dresses are priced at about half the value from what it was originally bought at. So,
Mhm.
for example, we have a magnificent Milanova dress. It was about 65,000 Rand and it's being sold for 30 grand. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
quite a big jump, for someone that is looking for a luxury wedding dress but
Mm.
can't afford, that original 65,000 Rand. We also have a nice range of dresses. So they start at 10,000 Rand. We want to try keep it under 30 grand just so that it is affordable.
All right. So I'm not sure what the exchange rate is now when it comes to rand versus the US dollar. Do you know what that is now?
I
Let me check.
Sure. Let me
You think what?
and check it.
I'm
It
not sure.
is.
I'm just trying to give my viewers, listeners, the opportunity to sort of compare and contrast, because the wedding industry in Nigeria is extremely elaborate. And I'm just thinking, you know what? If I can get a more affordable dress and have it from Joburg or from anywhere else, I actually wouldn't mind trying that myself. If you get what I'm saying. But I
So,
actually
sorry.
think.
So, on that note, we've actually had a really good response from
Okay.
international customers who have said the same thing. You know, a wedding dress there. We have two wedding dresses in the US with Karen at the moment, and they go for like $10,000.
Mm,
So, you know, for them to buy a dress for 10,000 Rand and then pay like a 2,000 Rand shipping cost is really, really affordable. The
mm.
dollar's at 18.9.
Okay, so I have here 30,000 rands would be $1,580. So that is actually not bad at all.
Yeah.
$1,500. If I was to take that into naira, about 1 naira to the dollar is about 950 now. So $1,000 would be 950,000. Yeah, so just talking about 1.5 million for one of your pieces, which actually, in comparison, is actually not that bad at all. But I have to say a big thank you to you for sharing this with us, sharing all these beautiful pieces with us. I'm still going through some of the images on your page, and I'm having a great time. Trust me, it's my fix, my shopping fix. But let's talk a little bit about the future for Timeless Tulle, your future plans for sustainable bridal fashion. What can we expect in coming seasons?
So we still are quite small at the moment. So our main goal is really just to expand. You know, we'd hope to have a slightly bigger studio where we can have a bigger collection of dresses and also expand our collection of bridesmaids and mother of the bride's dresses, as well as accessories. And then we'd also like to partner with other people and do a little bit more collaborations. As we mentioned earlier, we would really like to have an in-house tailor so that we can do alterations ourselves, you know, and offer that service. And then lastly, because our two of the co-founders are based internationally, we would like to expand into the US and UK if possible. And as I mentioned, we've had a really nice response from that side. So I think that it would be quite a good venture over there.
I can't wait. I can't wait. And we will definitely be looking out for what Timeless Teal has to offer in coming seasons. We'll be checking you out online. We'll be following closely, and especially to get our fix of beautiful wedding dresses. I'm not sure how many of them could size me right now, but I don't think I'm planning to put on a wedding dress anytime soon. Maybe for our vow renewals, maybe.
Exactly.
But I will be keeping in touch. All right. So if they want to find you, it's Instagram. Yes, only Instagram for now.
So Instagram, Facebook at Timeless Tulle Official.
Okay. Timeless
Um,
Tutorial. Okay.
yeah, Timeless Tulle Official. And then our email address is timelesstulle@gmail.com.
Okay.
So you can send any inquiries or book a consult on there as well.
All right then. We will. We definitely will, and we will be following closely. All right then. Thank you so much, Michaela, for joining us on One on One.
Thank you for having me. It's been really good chatting.
And there you have it. We had here Michaela Ovadia from Timeless Tulle talking to us about their amazing, sustainable, upcycled, beautiful wedding dresses. Now, when it comes to bridals, everyone loves a wedding, everyone loves a beautiful wedding dress. But when you have luxury repurposed wedding dresses for brides, bridesmaids, mothers of the bride, yeah, you need to go to someone you can trust. And from what I can see here and what we've heard from Michaela, I believe this particular company has that in hand. All right, then. This has been One on One right here. And we've been live on LinkedIn and YouTube. We also go live on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, and anywhere you get your podcasts. If you would like to be on one, all you have to do is send us an email. That's dynamitepodcastnetwork@gmail.com. And as soon as you send us an email, we will get back to you. But before you go, I would like to send you a little reminder of the show that I've been working on behind the scenes for quite a bit, and it's called Women's Wealth. So, Women's Wealth has been put together as we explore investment strategies, personal finance tips, and stories of real amazing women who have taken control of their financial futures. I have to give a big shout out to our friends at CM Trading who have given a lot of support to this particular program. Now, if you scan the QR code on the screen now, you will be redirected straight to YouTube, and you'll get the opportunity to watch some of our episodes. We will be releasing new episodes every single week, and hopefully this might be the step you need to take on your journey to financial freedom. All right, then. My name once again is Titilaya Onison. It's been a pleasure. One more time, we will be back very, very soon with another edition of One on One.